the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. That's all you get, Vishal. I'm not gonna rap. Sorry. Sorry everyone, I'm just in a holiday mood. I can't wait for our vacation to begin. We've had a crazy year. Okay, so let me just share quick updates. And since this is the last week in review, I figured I would just highlight some of our department achievements this year. So our content team has pushed 2 new articles. One is called Next Generation Smart Contracts, Confidential versus Transparent EVM. Basically contrasts transparent and confidential EVMs. And while traditional EVMs offer complete transparency, the lack of privacy, we believe, hinders wider adoption. So very interesting read. You can find it on our blog. We also have the November engineering update out, and some of the key improvements include the release of the very user-friendly Rose app. This is for simplified Sapphire transactions with MetaMask. Enhanced CLI features like TDX Ruffle compilation, and significant increase in both mainnet and testnet transaction volume on both Sapphire and Emerald. And the report also highlights updates to the Nexus, Explorer, the developer, and core platform components, basically showcasing active development across the entire ecosystem. So very good articles. Just go to oasisprotocol.org/blog and you can find our entire collection of articles there. But once again, great job, content team, like you guys rock. So as I said, 2024 I think has been a very, very busy year for us across all departments, and I just want to thank you, our community, for sticking around with us for such a long time. I know you may have had doubts along the way, but I think we have an amazing team, starting with engineering, BD, marketing, events, community, legal, HR. Like we have, I think, set the foundation, and we still have a long way to go, of course, but I think we have a really capable team that's set to take us to the next level. So I just want to highlight some of the achievements that our teams have had this year, starting with engineering, the release of Ruffle SGX on mainnet and TDX support on testnet, the faster release of all components, the launch of the new apps. I hope you're all using the Rose app and the Oasis block vote. Of course, further DevX improvements like SDKs, docs, demos. I think our engineering team is doing an amazing job, and they have improved the release process as well. And I think it's all seamless. Like, they push out so many updates, which I know everything happens in the background, so we're not all aware, but they're constantly improving things and pushing out updates. And I think this is very important, because what I did see this year was a massive shift in TE adoption and how TEs are treated, because in the past they were, I don't know, the bad guy in the privacy sector in Web3, and they're gaining a lot of traction lately, and they're basically the hot topic. And because I think most of the projects realize that they're production ready and easier to use compared to other tech such as ZK's FHE. So I think more and more projects are gathering towards this confidential compute topic. So especially, I think especially in AI and verifiability and autonomy. So I think 2025 will be a great year for us and other projects who are building using TEs. When it comes to our ecosystem, our BD team has also pushed out a lot of great projects, and we've issued a lot of grants lately. And I think our ecosystem plumbing is kind of complete. So we have liquid staking with accumulated finance. We have a very solid DEX for liquidity, which is Nebi. Then we have stable coins and Thorn protocol, Beat protocol, Cardinal finance is also on the way, and of course we have continued the growth of our partnerships with Ocean, Delta DAO, Midas, Apilon, Pixel Realm, Aether, DDAO. So I think we have a really nice ecosystem. Sapphire has grown a lot over the past year. You also have meme coins if you're into that. So you have Rosie and Rakesh's Village. You can buy both of them on Nebi, and Rosie is also listed on a centralized exchange on Segex, and Rakesh I think is on Sedex at the moment. So Sapphire is really growing, and it will continue growing, of course. The more and more projects come into the ecosystem, the more user adoption will increase. When it comes to the community side, we've worked a lot this year. We have improved our existing initiatives, such as the Sentinels program. We have a lot of great ambassadors in the program, and I want to thank them for their continued effort to highlight our project. We have people who are organizing local meetups, who are reaching out to universities, doing university workshops. They're going to conferences on behalf of Oasis. So I think the whole Sentinels program as a whole has grown a lot. As I said, the university program, we're focusing on that as well. So we're in touch with a lot of universities, especially in the Asian sector, because we want to expand into Asia a lot more this year. We have a new member in our team, Jason, who's the regional community manager for Asia. Really great guy, really hardworking and motivated. So I think in 2025 you'll see a lot of cool things coming from our side. Of course, we also care a lot about education when it comes to Web3. So I assume you're all familiar with the Oasis Academy. We have pushed out a lot of great articles. We have I think over 70,000 users who have taken at least two courses on the academy. Of course, the website is very well indexed, so they're probably coming from the outside as well. But I'm super happy because I care a lot about that platform. So we'll continue pushing out content onto the Oasis Academy. And who could forget my baby, the Privacy Now podcast. The third episode is out, and I want to promise you guys, I'm gonna push out more episodes next year. But yeah, the third episode is really special to me. I don't want to spoil too much, so I suggest you watch the entire episode. But I'm joined by three amazing ladies, and we talk about women in Web3, privacy, and a lot more. So yeah, it's been a really great episode. And of course, you can find the previous episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and basically all the podcast platforms. Of course, how can I forget the events team? The events team, just so you know, is comprised of three ladies. Really hardworking, really amazing individuals, and they've done a lot this year. They basically took us to all the big conferences. They had a lot of online events. They hosted. So, in terms of online events, I think we had around 76, 77 online events with over 70,000 participants. So amazing job. We've seen a lot of growth when it comes to online events compared to 2023. As I said, conferences, we've been to all the major conferences: ACC Brussels, Token 2049, World Summit AI, with Global, Singapore, DEF CON, is Global Bangkok. So we focused on hackathons as well because we had, and it shows because we had over 80 submissions for Oasis hackathons this year. We've had the first of what we hope will be many tea parties in Bangkok. In Bangkok, we had over 500 people in attendance, which is amazing. I remember when we used to host our first events last year, and we only had like a small group of people show up, but the more effort you put into these types of events, the more people appreciate, and the efforts are shown basically. So yeah, I think all of our departments are doing an amazing job. Marketing, as you see, is very active. Our intern, I would say, on Twitter is doing a really amazing job. Like I'm laughing all the time whenever I see our posts, and we're far more active. As I said, content is pushing out a lot of great new articles, really well done research. Of course, I don't want to forget our behind the scenes departments such as HR, legal, operations. While I can't highlight their efforts publicly, trust me, they're working around the clock to make sure everything is running smoothly. So yeah, it's been a great year for us. It's been a great year for our ecosystem, for our community. I'm just thankful for everything that happened so far, and everything that's coming our way. So once again, thank you, our community, because as I always say, you're the backbone of this project. So thank you for sticking around with us. I can assure you 2025 will be a year full of surprises. You'll see a lot of cool stuff built on Sapphire. And yeah, happy holidays, everyone. I'll see you next year. This is the last week in review. This is me signing off. I'm gonna try to get some rest and be the best version of myself in 2025. Bye, everyone.